Welcome to this TIPCHECK tool tutorial, part 2, how to create your TIPCHECK report template. So to create your first template, you need to go to the settings on the top right button here in the expert area. And below the browser data management, you find your TIPCHECK report template. When you click on configuration, you can configure your template. If you did that already, you can export it so that next time you can import it easily by this functionality back to the TIPCHECK tool. It is very important to note and to understand whenever you clear data or you clean the cache of your browser, also this TIPCHECK report template will be kicked out from the TIPCHECK tool. So after clearing data, you will have to import your template again. For this, it's also very important, like with any other project, that you export and save this template on a safe place. I will show you in a few minutes how to import the saved template. But first of all, I just want to show you, if you click on configuration, you find exactly the same environment as you find when you go from a project to the TIPCHECK report area. The difference is that if a template is already uploaded and it's saved in your browser cache, whenever you create a new project, your template will already be here. So on the project level, you don't need to show this again, but I will also demonstrate this to you now. So here you insert whatever you want to insert. And for example, the equipment is always the same. And then you save this as your TIPCHECK report template. Just to demonstrate for you now, as you've seen, there is nothing in my template. So if I go now to the different projects and I go to project report, it's empty. There's nothing, right? So let's now demonstrate the difference if we have a proper template uploaded to this area. So I go to expert and I click on import, and I will import now a template which I did for our training in the Netherlands, using all the information about the installation scan obligation, but also the supporting scheme existing in the Netherlands for energy efficient installation. What is specific here is, you can see it has a special ending .tbip for this report template. So I click here, and now you see that with this importing of my template, I have already the project description written here. I also imported a nice graph about the facility and the flow scheme. I have my equipment already here. Then I have legal requirements, installation scan information. As I said, this is an example for the Netherlands. A subsidy opportunity, so I added quite some new content points here, and it's automatically uploaded, and I click on save. The nice thing about this is, now if I have a project here where I did not yet develop an individual TIPCHECK report, if I go to project report now, it's automatically taking the template. And that, of course, saves a lot of time when I'm working with proper templates, and it makes sense to maybe have, let's say 2 or 3, which are very useful. And like this, before writing it all again and again and again, you can, as you see, very quickly just upload it. And then, of course, you have to customize it to the different projects you have. But for example, the equipment you use is not going to change. If you do all your TIPCHECKs in the Netherlands, you will always make a reference to the installation scan obligation, and most likely also to the subsidy opportunity. I hope this was quick and clear how to work with it. I will just quickly demonstrate to you how it works. So you go to expert, you import a template which you have saved once you developed it via the configuration, and then it's in all the projects where no individual report has yet been developed. In this TIPCHECK tool tutorial, for example, I did for one of the other tutorials, demonstrate how to work with the TIPCHECK report. So here we see that the individual report is available and has not been changed by uploading a special template prepared before. But what I can do, because this is very thin and I want to use my professional one, I can click on Restore and puff, I get all the information which was in my template uploaded. And I also have for this report my template in use. Of course, never forget to save and then also to run the backup. I hope like this you've understood. Once sitting down to configure a very nice template, don't forget to export it and to save it somewhere that you can quickly upload it again. And you're on the safe side, and this saves a lot of time and is a very useful functionality. Don't forget, you find your template and the option to configure it up here at the bottom right in Expert. Here you configure it, here you export it so that you can save it, and here you import it again when you want to use it for your next tip check. If you have still questions on how to work with this template, then don't hesitate to get in touch with us. Thanks for watching.